Ever felt like the walls are watching you? Imagine standing alone in the deserted lobby of the old Willow Creek Hotel, a place whispered about in fearful tones. The paint is peeling, and a single flickering bulb casts long shadows on the cracked tile floor. You can almost feel the weight of history and tragedy in the air. They say Willow Creek was built over an old cemetery, although no one ever admits it. The locals just call it the Suicide Hotel, a fitting nickname given the string of mysterious deaths in its rooms. Guests simply vanish or choose to end their lives after checking in. It's a legend, sure, but tonight I'm about to test if any of it is true. Before we go further, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. If you haven't yet, do it now so we can face this nightmare together. Now, let me take you through what happened the night I braved the haunted halls of Willow Creek Hotel. I arrived just as the sun was setting. The sign outside swayed in the wind, creaking quietly. There was no front desk attendant, just an old room key taped to a clipboard and a small note. Help yourself. It felt like a trap, but I needed answers. The first clue I found was in room 210, a standard single with a dusty view of an overgrown courtyard. The moment I stepped inside, the door groaned shut behind me, echoing down the empty hallway. I shook it off. Maybe the old hinges were loose. I set down my bag and turned on the lamp. That's when I noticed the window. It looked cracked like a web of frozen glass, but it reflected something that wasn't there. In the mirror's glow, I thought I saw a pale figure standing in the corner of the room. When I snapped my head around, nothing was there. No need to freak out yet, I told myself. Probably just a trick of the light. Yet, as darkness closed in, the lamp began to dim on its own. Soft footsteps shuffled behind me in the hallway. Suddenly, a muffled scream. It echoed from the vent near the ceiling, someone shouting, "Let me out!" My heart thumped. The scream ended as quickly as it started, leaving only the hum of the old heater. That was when I knew something was here with me. The rest of the night twisted reality. The air turned ice cold. Shadows moved where they shouldn't. In the bathroom mirror, a message appeared in the condensation. "You said you'd come." I was alone. How could someone have written it? My hand trembled, fogging the glass in panic. Just then the lights went out. Pure darkness. Then, a whisper directly in my ear. "Stay with us forever." I froze. The voice was soft, desperate. Quietly, "If you're creeped out by now, leave a comment and let me know." Trust me, the night was far from over. What came next would change everything. I fumbled for my phone. No signal, no light, only that ghostly voice humming a lullaby I once heard as a child. It was everywhere. I pressed my back against the door of room 210, breathing frantically. My own heart was pounding so loud it almost drowned out the lullaby. For a moment it felt like I was completely alone with the voice. I was everywhere. I pressed my back against the door, shaking. Then, out of the darkness, a single flashlight beam winked on. It revealed a photo stuck to the wall with old tape. The edges curled yellow. A family portrait. 4 smiling faces. One face had been cut out. A sudden beam of light slices through the darkness. The elevator dinged, but I was alone. Then, from the beam of my phone's light, I saw it, a tattered diary on the chair covered in dust. I opened it carefully. The pages were filled with elegant handwriting. It was her diary, Clara Lee's. Clara. She was a talented pianist working as a maid at the hotel. She loved music, but she wrote of seeing things late at night, shadows moving under doors, voices that called her name. The last entry was the most chilling. "They say I should end it here. The song is too sad to bear. The chair faces the wrong way. I will face the light, not the past." I shuddered. The chair in the room had been turned to face the wall. Someone must have pulled it toward me before I arrived. Then I remembered the lullaby. It wasn't just any song, it was the same lullaby my little sister used to sing. My sister who, years ago, went missing and was never found. My chest tightened. Suddenly, I hit record on my phone. There, amidst the static, a slow melody emerged. The lullaby. It was Clara's favorite composition, exactly the same tune. My breath caught. Then the air shifted. I turned back to the corner. In the dim light, a figure emerged. Clara. Pale, her hair whipping around her, tears in her eyes. "Thank you," she whispered. Slowly, the shadows retreated. The oppressive dread lifted, replaced by a warm calm. It felt as though Clara's spirit had been waiting all these years for someone to listen. The first rays of dawn seeped through the cracked blinds. As sunbeams finally broke through the dusty windows, Clara's form began to fade. "It's okay now," she said. With that, her image dissolved into light. The hotel seemed to exhale a breath it had been holding. I sat on the floor, the diary closed in my lap. The weight on my chest was gone. Clara's story was known now, her secret no longer trapped in silence. Willow Creek Hotel had its first sunrise in decades. Sometimes the scariest places just want to tell a story. For now, I'm just grateful to be alive, but I can't shake the feeling that every now and then, I still hear a distant piano in the quiet of night. If this story sent shivers down your spine, I have plenty more. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you won't miss the next tale. Until then, sleep with the light on, because you never know who might be saying good night from the other side.